Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I apologize for the once again even more weird upload schedule. I have some videos recorded and I just didn't like them, and so I didn't upload them and stuff like that, and just been kind of trying to focus on personal stuff. But this is a Storm Shield Defense number 10 walkthrough slash kind of tutorial. It's like just gonna walk through all the traps, and then we're gonna play out the 10th Storm Shield Defense. I have redone essentially every single trap tunnel that I have built from the beginning. I actually just got done finishing this one up over here, and I don't know. I'm excited. I think this can be kind of endurance too. But I think endurance, I would probably change some things up. Oh, I almost forgot one trap. Almost forgot. Yeah, I had to do some grinding for some mechanical parts and stuff like that because it took a lot of traps to do what I did over here. But we're gonna start with the home base. So essentially, we're gonna come over here. This is a pretty simple spot to kind of get. So this is the ramp. We get all this good stuff right here. Yeah, the ceiling drop traps are essentially for endurance. I'm gonna try this out for endurance and see if it works. See what needs to be fixed up and everything like that. I have absolutely no idea what endurance is gonna look like. I actually I want to say you could probably place some wall darts here too. But we'll see. Yeah, you got these here. You got a bunch of ceiling drop traps up here, essentially killing the husks instantly. Sometimes it can kill the smashers instantly too, but it'll mostly just stun them, and then they'll die within like the first bit. This is really overkill for Storm Shield Defense 10. I just want to, disclaim that this is probably more of an endurance build, but I also have fun trapping. So, yeah. Got wall darts here, sound wall here, all this. Got the ceiling drop trap wall darts, broadside, some more force spikes, and then we got all the way over there some wall darts shooting across. These wall darts can also shoot across into that hallway. We got wall dynamos, poison gas, and then we have the ceiling electric fields, which can hit both tunnels. You got the wall launcher that knocks this back, or knocks the husks back. You got all this good stuff here. And then the ceiling zappers here at the very end with the tar pits to stop any smashers that make it through. Mini bosses. I have no idea if mini bosses even spawn over here, but I know that whatchamacallit, when you do war games and stuff, this is, also a way to solo war games as well. Now, normally with endurance and stuff too, you probably want like tar pits everywhere, but this is also Stonewood too, so yeah. But you got all this, and then you got this same thing right here in this tunnel. Show you guys here in the beginning. We got the sound wall here, poison gas, sound wall, broadside, all the ceiling drop traps. It's just a straight line, essentially, almost straight down into here. Got the wall darts in the ceiling electric fields here. Ceiling zappers. And run all the way through over here. You got this ramp here. I don't know why this is here. It's weird. Got this ramp up here. Essentially, they can choose to walk up this way, or they can choose to go through here. I have no idea which way they'll choose. I just know they cannot go straight forward because we got this bad boy right here. I was contemplating on having this here. In fact, we should low key do that. Yeah, I would probably just add some metal here. So that way they are less inclined to beat down on this. And if they do beat down on it, then, well, ceiling drop traps will essentially knock them back and kill them and everything like that. Unless smashers beat on this, then, well, you might be in for some trouble. But that's something I have to test out when I get to endurance. Now, honestly, with endurance, they might not even ever even really make it. So, yeah, anyways, got a wall launcher here. I still need a higher. Actually, I do want to say I have an epic launcher. No, I don't have an epic launcher. Oh well. I need to get one. Oh, legendary. Yep, and also I have this over here as well. Just wall darts shooting any husks that could be out here, any stragglers, anything like that. Probably could put wall darts here, but I'm not going to. Get all this good stuff. Yep. Essentially the same thing across to the rest. This is how it looks from up top. And here is all of the wood, essentially. Here, 5 out this way, and you go all the way down until here. You probably could. I don't think you need to place one more row, but you probably could if you wanted to. And I have. You probably don't even need this over here, but I have it over here just in case they want to, like, for some odd reason, beat on this wall and try to make it around this way and go that way. I don't know. Husks are weird. Alright, now we're gonna go to amp. We're gonna go amp A. So amp A, they can come from the south and they can come from the east. We're gonna start with the east side first. So we got this part right here. There's a little ramp right here. You just want to block it off. I have a wall launcher here as well. Honestly, probably could put different things there. Doesn't really matter too much. Probably like a sound wall or something like that. And I figured out while doing war games and stuff, and doing Storm Shield defenses, just basically getting all the way to Storm Shield defense 10s, and the Storm Shield defense 10, jeez, is they can spawn up here and then fall down. And they were walking across and essentially beating on my walls, and I was like, nope, gonna have to fix that. So I have all of this good stuff here. Walk through here, right down at this ramp. Now you could put broadsides. I think I will put some broadsides. Yeah, we'll put some broadsides. Oh, I just realized these are level 19. Huh. Well, these are all like, okay. Well, they still work, so I probably will actually have to replace all this, or at least the broadsides. Yeah. Probably put a ceiling zapper here, and maybe a ceiling zapper here. And then I personally would probably put wall darts here, but you don't have to. Put some anti-air traps here as well. Let's see if I can craft some. I can craft a few. Let me just put like, I don't know. Probably like that, just to be safe. And then we have all these ceiling drop traps as well. All these wall darts. And then they walk through here. They can also spawn back there, and sometimes they like to beat on this too. I'm actually going to have, oops, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Because they do like to beat on this wall for some reason. But they'll spawn like back here, and then they'll walk through this way, and then they'll walk down here. So you could honestly probably set up like some traps here as well if you wanted to, like realistically if you wanted to. Like I could also probably put more ceiling drop traps here as well. Which I actually think I will do that. Yeah, I'm running out of simple mechanical parts. You want to always make sure with the ceiling drop traps as well, you always want to make sure, so you want to knock the husks backwards, so you want your back facing to where you want them falling. So you basically always want to place your ceiling drop traps like this, so that way they get knocked back that way. You could also put like other stuff here. Like I'd probably put that there, so that way they hit that in there, you know. Just chilling. But yeah, they'll walk down here and they'll walk through here. You know, all this good stuff. I would put a, honestly, I would probably put, I don't know, this one was a little tricky too. But I would probably stick with gas, and then gas, then ceiling zappers, ceiling electric fields right here, and then just keep all that looking like that. So, yep. Now we got south side. This one is always a fun one to defend. I'm pretty sure they probably can spawn one more out, so I would probably go like that. I might even go as far as saying one more like that, but I don't want to, I don't have enough, I mean, I have enough traps and stuff, I just don't feel like, wasting them all if I don't need to. But they all do mainly spawn, they all spawn mainly like back here, so like if you branch out two more and place more ceiling drop traps, that would not be a bad idea at all. You should definitely do that. I know they spawn up here too, and then they like to go up here and beat on this. I would probably place something down right here to where it prevents them, but I have gas. So, yep. They all walk through either this way, and then they come up this way. Here's the traps. All three have a ceiling drop trap here as well. I walk up. Got these wall darts here, shooting them in the back. The wall launchers here, wall darts. You also have all this stuff. I mean, there's really nothing for them to come this way, but if for some reason they just want to beat on the walls and stuff like weirdos, that's there. And then we got this over here. Wall darts here. These wall darts can shoot through this hole right here. And this is 1, 2, 3 tiles out, so they'll walk straight through here. And they can get hit by the wall darts and the sound barrier. I have these here just in case they want to beat on this, because I know they like to beat on these walls up here, and I've even seen them get as far as getting up here and trying to beat on this wall, and they did break this wall and everything like that, so it's all precautionary. Honestly, for endurance, if I was you guys, I'd probably even go as far as going overkill and putting even more walls. I know in Canny Valley it works that way. Stonewood, I don't even remember the last time I did endurance in Stonewood. I think I did it on accident AFK, and it just was successful. So and it was never, I never even built this many traps. So that just goes to show how easy Stonewood is. But yep, got all this good stuff. Realistically, they're never gonna make it to the end of this tunnel, and they're never even gonna make it probably up here. Like, if anybody makes it up here, it's a smasher, and the smasher will die by the time it makes it to this tar pit on both sides. And I have 3 tar pits on both sides with wall dynamos and wall darts shooting across. So yep, and then I have the same finish out here. Ceiling electric fields will hit whatever is here. Wall darts, wall dynamos, ceiling zappers here, doing a lot of damage to them. So, yep, that is now Amp A completed. Amp B. They spawn all the way to back here, so all these drop traps are essentially gonna kill them. If you guys couldn't tell, silly drop traps are my favorite trap in the game by far. I would say silly drop traps are number 1, and then I would probably say number 2 is floor spikes, number 3 is wall darts, number 4 is poison gas, and number 5 is ceiling electric fields. Number 6 is broadsides, number 7 is dynamos, and number 8 is probably wall launchers. Now there is a Twine Peaks build that is really fun with wall launchers and floor launchers, but that's for storm shield defenses, not endurance. So yeah, yep. I digress. All this good stuff. It's essentially the same gist everywhere. You always want to funnel them down one tunnel, and you want to have, if there's buildable space to the left or right, you want to have wall darts and wall dynamos to essentially kill them as early as possible. So yeah. They also spawn up here, and they will walk down here, or they'll drop down here onto this. I don't think these hit, so I don't think you have to place them, but you never know. So I put these here just in case, but in my newer builds, I did it. So yep. You can also probably build out one more too and have ceiling zappers here, here, and here, and here. But I didn't do that. I believe this can go through the wall too, but I'm not 100% certain on that. Yep, and that is basically Amp A. Or Amp B, I mean. This is Amp C. We got it covered from the south and the west. Now, with earlier Storm Shield defenses, you're not going to have all this room to place down all these ceiling drop traps. I believe, like, once you're actually able to defend from this side, I think you probably can barely even defend up to here. But it still works. All this stuff still kind of works. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. It's really late. It's 2:30 in the morning, and I still need to shower and go to bed. But, yep. Get all these drop traps back here. It's also blocking Oh, I probably should put that there because this is also to block the lobbers from lobbing to there. So, yep. Put a sound wall there. And I would actually put a sound wall here as well. I think that should be able to hit. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. No, they did kind of beat on this too. So I'm going to place that down to prevent them, hopefully, from beating on this wall. I want to say they did beat on this wall at some point, but I could be just delusional. I think I'm thinking of my Canning Valley one. Now, I put this here because you never really know. They might come up in here and everything like that. So you could probably put like a wall dynamo here or something, but I'm not going to. Because I mean, if they want to come up here and then they want to like break this or something, like it's honestly whatever. But I guess if you want to be extra careful, then you know. Yeah. Yep. And this is the west side from amp C. The next side is the south side. And then you also have the choice of 3 different amplifiers. There's one right here you could have placed. You could have placed this one right here, or you could have placed that one up there. That is the one I chose. That's the only one I've ever done before. So that's the only one I kind of knew how to defend. But I want to say that if you choose this one, they can spawn back here. I have no idea about anywhere else. But I would think logic and common sense comes into play when you think about it. So, yep. Basically a straight line down to here to where this ramp is. Truthfully, they probably will not make it past this wall launcher ever. Endurance especially. So, they got all these wall darts too to shoot them. Wall darts here. They walk up here, wall dart shoot in the back. Same thing as everything else. Yeah. It's really repetitive, but it is all to reach a common goal. Honestly, I would probably put some tar pits here, but I'm not going to because they're not going to make it this far, really. They shouldn't make it that far. But in endurance, I probably would. We'll see. Yep. And then we got all this stuff here. I also have this side blocked off, too. So yeah, you don't have to block it off. You could probably, you honestly probably should put some traps here, too, because I mean it's Stonewood, but I think forcing them down one way and taking stuff away is just better. And honestly, they probably should want to go through this way too, because it's more of a straight line than having to wrap around and stuff. So yeah. And that is amplifier C. Last but certainly not least, we have amplifier D. So this one is very hard to defend when you actually place it down. I would actually recommend using defenders. You can trap this side. You can trap this side pretty much all the way down to about, I want to say Storm Shield Defense 8, which is where you get it. So I think you could trap it all the way down to like right here. So you could probably have something set up like this. I would probably have this open though, have them walk through here because they're going to come through here, and whenever there's no traps, they basically just path straight like this. That's how they path. But I think with traps and stuff, I think they're going to path differently. Hopefully they do. If not, then I guess they will be beating on these two, and I will lose 2 wall dynamos. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Ceiling drop traps because they do spawn right here. I do also think that they can be pushed to spawn up here, but I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, we got all this good stuff here. It's essentially all the same. The same gist. Let's see what I could do. Except if you break that, they can fall. I don't know, I'm just kind of testing stuff, I have no idea. Yep, you would ideally too, after Storm Shield Defense 10 is up and the Storm Shield is pushed back, you put wall darts here, you know, all that good stuff, but yeah. And then you could also probably put like ceiling zappers and wall darts and all that stuff here, but I'm not going to. I do have this blocked off, hopefully preventing them from wanting to go up this way. You can put traps here, but there's not much to do defensive wise. So. Oh, I can break this. There we go. Oops. Goodness, I'm really tired. Alright. We got this one over here. Once again, not much to defend, so I did what I could. And then now we got over here. Forgot to put these on. There we go. Get ceiling drop traps here. I actually have no idea how I got this one placed. So, yeah. Then I have some electric fields here just to basically hit everybody. You could put, I'd probably, if you're going to do something like this, I would at least put gas at front. And then here, I would probably add something else where you go here, 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 and that way, you know, they get forced. However, honestly, you probably should blockade all of this too, so that way they are only forced up here, because chances are they're not going to go through here, but you really never know. So, but yeah, I'm gonna break this because I don't feel like using it. But yeah, this is it. This is Storm Shield Defense number 10. Gonna go ahead and get it started. Alrighty. Here we go. Yep, as you can see, spawn all right here. Sometimes they can spawn here too. Yeah, ceiling drop traps just take them out instantly. Yep, makes it pretty simple and easy. We can take a look at these traps as well. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff we can loot too. Nice. Also, while storm shield defenses are going, you can also like pick crops and stuff. But yeah. So let's see, did they ever make it up to this one? Yep, 4 of them did. 4, 4, yep. Did they ever make it here? They didn't even make it here. Oh shoot, we gotta, I want to see this one too. Alright, what about this one? Did this one get used? It's not showing me. This one got used once or twice, I couldn't tell. They didn't even make it here though, so yeah. Silly drop traps, OP. Now we're gonna go to Ant B and take a look. Already killed 150 of them. So yep, as you guys can see, this is where they all spawn. If you want to set up for endurance, I would recommend using tier 3 traps as well. Not tier 2. Tier 3 are just better. Yeah, they all spawn all the way back. As you can see, they're also being used here. They even spawn down here. So I would even go as far as probably extending this out. Let's get up here. I would even go as far as extending this out. Probably an additional... Jeez, can I like... Yeah, I would probably go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably what I would do. Oh wow, they're all dead. Yeah, I would probably extend this out 5, just to be safe. Yeah, elimination waves you'll get through really quickly with these ceiling drop traps as well. You also do ceiling electric fields too, but make sure you're too high if you're gonna do that. So now we're going to amplifier A. In the south side. Oh, they spawn up here. I had no idea they could spawn up there. And they're bidding on this wall. Huh. So if I was you guys, I would definitely have some traps here, preventing them from doing anything like that. But sometimes they'll probably just get tired of hitting the walls, and then they'll be like, yeah, let me just go commit suicide, and they'll drop down. Yeah, well, I guess that's good to know too. It's very good to know that there is a little tornado that could spawn there. I'll take a look at the smasher. And he's dead by the time it makes it here. That's probably how every smasher is going to be. Oh, 44 out of 48. Oh yeah, it's because they're dropping down in here. Yeah, so I would honestly, if I'm you guys, probably trap. I'd probably trap this up so that way when they do spawn in, they basically are going to die right up here. That's what I would do. Me personally. That's actually what I'm going to change about it. But yeah, they all I mean, they're all spawning here and dying. Only 2 have made it this far. And that's because of the ceiling drop traps probably having to recharge. 1 has made it there. And yeah, they're not really making it very far. This dude got beat up by the drop traps and all the wall darts as well. Yeah. So this one isn't being used even though they're going through here, which is odd. So I guess maybe they can't shoot through the window crack? I have no idea. Or maybe they're not close enough. I don't know. Oh, they're beating on this too. Wow, how nice. Only because I was standing there though. Yeah. Five circle mechanical parts off. Nice. Come in from the west on this one. Let's show you the tornadoes real quick. They'll spawn back here. Eliminate 100. Yep. Yeah. Forgot to place anti-air traps, but it is what it is. Alright. That one is done. Now, Amplifier D. Coming from the south. Ooh, okay, I definitely do have to see this one. Because I haven't seen this one yet. Okay. So yeah, they spawn down here. Yeah, they're gonna come up. They're gonna come up this way. For sure. What's where they're pathing? Yep, they're going up that way as well. Yeah, it's unfortunate that this one is really hard to defend by itself, but yeah, they're not even going up this way. That's one went this, one hit this and died. So if I were to stand here, let's take a look at the map. Yeah, they're all predominantly going straight through that one. You'll have one every so often go through there. So that, I mean, like, that's a smasher. So yeah, this is definitely like a smasher one. And he went through here. So you definitely should be able to wall this off and then just have basically move everything in and save on traps and stuff. So yeah. Oh, the ceiling electric field didn't even hit him over here either. That's weird. These traps aren't working like they're supposed to. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they're not making it farther. I'm gonna be honest. Makes me happy that they're not making it any farther though, but that wall launcher is gonna run out of durability soon. See, the gas traps are just so good. Ceiling drop traps are really good as well. Just amazing, man. They got the smasher struggling to make it up. And then he just dies because the wall dynamos are amazing and the wall darts. Yep. Storm Shield Defense 10. I would even go as far as saying you could probably start trapping down there and just building tunnels all the way up here afterwards. After Storm Shield Defense 10 is up for endurance and stuff. And you'll be alright. Like it's pretty easy for endurance and stuff. But Storm Shield Defense 10, you just have to work with what you got. And working with what I got has been successful. Yeah, if I had another tile, it would be a lot just more comfortable. But it's fine. Oh, this time the Smasher's going this way. Oh no. That might not be good. Yeah, the Smasher charges. For some reason, the Smashers like to charge these floors, which is odd. Yeah, I have no idea why. So I would actually put tar pits on that ramp, and I would put tar pits on this floor right here as well. But yeah, realistically, Smashers wouldn't even make it that far once you actually get traps placed down here. So and that's it. Alright. We have completed the Storm Shield defense. Pretty fun. I actually didn't know it ended that fast. But yeah, bit of a long video, probably my longest video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did and you found it helpful in any way, smash that like button. Yeah. See you guys in the next one. Peace.